Sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium, where it continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Levi Stadium. Isaac Gorindo to return. And he's in drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and a yard.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. From the gun is Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy to throw. Escapes the pocket. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It's a gain of 8. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Purdy throwing here. Catch made. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, And they found the end zone as a result.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Nico Rumigio. He's got a lane up past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who Brock I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Second down run by Pacheco. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And this one does not go far.
2 yards on the pickup. And 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll try and run this. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in, getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
A counter give here to Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier.
And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes now. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive.
Kansas City.
Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. A lot of mess on the move here. George Kittle. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead on the first play of the drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Chiefs 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, a I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera play. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Connects on the crosser. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. First call here coming from the shotgun. Purdy looking to throw. Short pass brought in. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Galloping inside the 40. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow their early lead to 13. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Niners 21, Chiefs 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. It sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down throw, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along midfield strike.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Third down, Niners going with some dime coverage here. Third and long for him here. And downfield, he's got it. It's worthy. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league With short little dinks and dunks, you've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's keeping it. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Gonna need a little bit more now on 3rd down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First down. 1st and 10.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Blitz coming. Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a one-score game in the 1st half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chiefs 14.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. San Francisco to the line. He's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, These tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal because of it. I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He's going to have this one down to the 20. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap for Purdy. It isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. Connecting on a slant. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 13-point lead. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out the defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Pinheiro with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. And a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. One of the tight ends in motion left. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
1st and 10 from the 43. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
1st down now, ball at the 33. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Here's a give to Hunt. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making a one-score game in the first half. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chiefs 21.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. The window to return it. He dodged the tackle, and that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Niners to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun is Purdy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Scott slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now it's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To keep this drive moving, partner, here's another 1st and 10. This is Pacheco. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every home run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
7-yard gain. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
We've set it down from 37. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. He'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. The Amador Lenore there on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. 3rd and long, they're gonna throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
City Chiefs, 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Lindo to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. 1st down throw by Purdy. The right side is caught by Jennings. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Sending a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. You get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield. Motion him right. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. Now this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Purdy on 3rd and 1. He's got Bourne left side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. And he's got it. It's in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another 49er first down. First down and goal to go.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get boy sack down. Still ball, the money stacked all the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the back down.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. He will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs getting out there on offense one last time in this opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.